Hi everyone, welcome back to my next quote of the day. Today we have another quote from Mother Teresa, and surprise, surprise, the topic is love. And again, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. I think that's something we can all agree on, that if I'm more loving, I'll be better off and the world will be better off. What have you got to lose by trying to be a more loving person? She said this: intense love does not measure. It just gives. Oh, I believe in that. You know, the Bible says do not judge. And nearly all religions and spiritual systems say that. Don't judge, just love. Love and give. And that's what I think she means by measure. Intense love, pure love, real, genuine love does not measure, it just gives. And you know, it's something about being a human. It is our first inclination to measure and to judge. And if we do that, then there's no love in it. You know, if you're doing something because you've measured and judged and you've decided, okay, I'm going to do this. And you know, I think a perfect example is the homeless. We measure them and judge them and say, if they live up to my judgment, my measurement, then I'll be kind and I'll be generous to them. But that's not love. There's no love in that. If you measure and you judge, you are not actually coming from a place of love. Now, that's better than nothing. Every act of loving kindness makes you a better person and will make your life better and a little bit happier. So do it, but make it your goal to not measure and not judge. Just give. That's love. Love does not measure. It just gives. And so if I want to develop a core heart of love that just lives and boils up inside of me, I have to make an effort at all times not to measure and judge. This person deserves my love, so I'll give it to them. This person deserves my kindness. This person deserves my forgiveness. This person deserves my generosity. That word deserve always means you've measured and judged. There can't be an element of deserving. Try to get out of your life. Again, if you do it after judging, you've decided they're worthy, that's still good. Do that. Do that often. But every time you fall into the habit of judging and measuring, try to stop yourself. The more often, and that won't be easy either. It's just in our hearts to measure and judge. But the more you do it, the more unhappiness that brings. Measuring and judging others is a source of unhappiness in our life. And if the question is, how do I be happy? One of the most important answers is, don't measure and judge other people. Just love them. Just love them. Do your best. If you can't do it very well in the beginning, that's fine. It's progress, not perfection. Daily, better. Maybe you won't even be better every day. Weekly, get better. Determine, set your will, set your mind, set your heart. I will get better. I will judge less. I will measure less. And then you will start to find that love growing in your heart that just compels you. Well, this person isn't worthy, but I love them, and I'm going to give to them. I'm going to care for them. You know, that judging is just part of normal, natural being human. And don't judge yourself for having it either. Have compassion and love on yourself for being judging, for measuring them. And then go beyond that and say, yep, that's just a fault that I have and I've got to work on it. And so how I'm going to work on it today is I'm going to give to them, be generous and kind and forgiving to them, even when I think they don't deserve it. That will become a source of constant growth and maturity in your loving kindness, in your forgiveness, in your generosity, in your compassion. They go together. So again, this is just part of the game. You know, your ego is playing a game. It doesn't want you to take care of your others. It wants you to take care of it. And so this is a game you have to play with your ego to become loving and kind. Now, what your ego doesn't know, because it's an ego, and all it does is think about itself, is the more loving you are, the healthier and happy your ego will become. A quiet ego is a happy ego. It's unhappy, so it screams. It screams all the time. It yells. It tries to dominate. But when you will quiet it, and when it will calm down, then it will become a happy ego, and it becomes a positive cycle. When you are kind and loving and generous to others, and you feel better, and they're happier, then it learns, okay, well, this isn't so bad. This may be something to do. I will do this. It's a positive upflow of not measuring and not judging, and that will quiet your ego and says, oh, okay, this seems to be working out. I won't stand in the way of loving without judging because it worked. And so then your ego gets quieter and you become more loving, and then your ego becomes quieter and you become more loving, and you feel better and you're happier and your ego is happier, and it will become even more quiet, and it will become this positive upflow of love and happy, quiet ego. That's a good thing. Believe me, having a happy, quiet ego is a wonderful thing. And nothing good in your life is ever going to happen until you are working on having a happy, loving, quiet ego. Boy, life can be really good if you will move towards that. Not quickly, as quickly as you can, but moving towards that. And it will become a reality, a truth in your life. Well, I've talked a lot. I hope you got something out of it. I hope this spoke to you in some silly way, or some way you got a message of loving kindness and generosity out of this, and a path forward. I will try not to measure and judge. I will do it as little as I humanly can, day by day, less by less. Okay, I hope you got something out of this. If you did, like us on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe. Consider subscribing. And then tell your family and friends that you found this channel that is helping you a little bit here and there. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next quote of the day. See you then.
For deeper dives into psychology and philosophy, check out our YouTube channel, The Examine Life Daily, and check out our Nomadic YouTube channels. Bob is at CheapRV Living, Autumn is at Autumn and Chloe, and our editor Robert is at Frontier Van Life.